Riffical Records presents the Projekt Gemineye Update with your host, Mark Anthony K. Okay, well, basically I started writing this record right after the completion of a brand new day. I figured, why wait? I kind of had the inspiration at that time to write more music, so I sat down and got right down to it. This is not really a concept record at all. In fact, it's not a concept record. It's a collection of songs, and the lyrics are based around two kind of topics. One is the approach of science in the world today, and kind of the approach of people who are not targeted, but people who are looked at as dreamers, and what kind of approaches they have in bettering the world, so to speak. Originally, when I first started making this, I was thinking about kind of structuring it like some of my favorite classic progressive rock records, like Close to the Edge or Relayer, with having one really long song at the one side A, and then having a couple of shorter ones, maybe like 8 minutes long on the other side. So almost like a 3-song album. But then I quickly figured that really wasn't something I was too interested in, mainly because I didn't feel I could put enough of my ideas down in just 3 songs. So this will be more like a 5-song album, more closer to, I guess, something like Going for the One or something like that, where there will be a long song and then a series of shorter but not too short of songs. I don't know what it is, but I never found it easy to write a 3-minute song for some reason. It's just not in my writing style for whatever reason. How would I describe this record? Well, I guess you could say it's continuing from where An Ordinary Day and A Brand New Day left off. There will be some similarities, but I really like the idea of just moving forward musically. I don't like staying in one spot. Nothing against bands like AC/DC or something like that, but I'm not really into making the same album over and over again. All of my favorite bands, like King Crimson and Rush and Yes, and they all kind of developed and evolved record to record. So I'm hoping that this one showed some movement forward writing wise. There's some added elements to it, some more melodic things, a little bit more keyboards in some spots, definitely some heavy things as well, and mainly I think I branched out a little bit more vocally this time. I made the singing a little bit more daring for me. I mean, it may not be daring in the sense it's not like Jim Gillette or somebody who has like a 7-octave range, but being that singing is more the newer instrument for me, it's always developing now. So I think there will be a noticeable difference between the first 2 records and the vocals on this record for sure. two of the things that I really wanted to focus on this record was to get a different drum sound, a better drum sound, more solid. I'm very happy with the first two records, but I really wanted to dig in and get a more powerful drum sound on this record. I think I really did achieve that this time around. It's really impactful, and I just love them. Even unmixed, they sound really good, which is a very good sign. Also, guitars, the rhythm guitars especially. As a guitar player, I find that after you do a bunch of records or recordings, you have a sound that comes or becomes part of you. People start to identify it as your sound. While I'm happy with that, and there will always be an element of that in my recordings, one thing that I did want to do is trying to branch the sound out a bit and make it a bit different. So I used a little bit different combinations of amps this time. Some of my Hughes and Kettner mixed with a little bit of the old kind of Marshall sounds, and kind of blend them to make something a little bit different. And also use some amps that I hadn't used before and never really used before, like Fender Blackface amps and stuff like that. And as far as guitars go, I didn't really use my Fender Strat at all, which was pretty much all over the first two records. On this one, it was pretty much 90% my Gibson SGs and my Tony Iommi SG, and a lot of the Gibson Les Paul that I have as well. So that's something that's changed on this record and will be evident even now in the unmixed form that I have it in. It's very different from the other two records. A couple things that the supporters can look forward to is there will be some cover songs for the first time that will be made available to you guys, but it will not be on the record. What I'm going to be doing is they will be available on my website when the records are released, when the record is released, pardon me. And what will happen is there will be a download card available in the vinyl release, and you will get access to a special page on my site where you can download these songs. Also, as I mentioned before, I have written more than enough material for a record this time, so there will be leftovers, so there will be some B-sides as well. So I'm either pondering to make them available as bonus tracks on the CD. See, but there, if I do that, then it'll be only available on the CD, hence you might have to grab the CD as well as the vinyl if that's what you, if the vinyl is your preference, is what I'm trying to say. Not entirely sure about that yet. I know I will release one of them though as a B-side with the first single that will go up digitally on my Bandcamp page, so that will be available for everybody to have. Also, I'm going to do a sort of pledge music thing like I did for a Brand New Day. I am planning to do a bunch of things that are cool this time around. Again, some posters. I will be doing guitar picks this time. I'm also working on a few other things that I would like to get done, and I'd like to get that solidified first before I say anything about it. But there will be new t-shirts and stuff like that, and as of July 1st, the album cover will be revealed, so you're going to get to see some fantastic artwork now by James McCarthy. He did a bang-up job on the album cover again, like he did on the first two. So lots to look forward to, and if you're a Gemini Club member, then there will be a lot of mail-outs coming to you guys soon, and there will be more revealed there. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who has been supporting Projekt Gemineye from the start. You guys are fantastic. I think I have some of the best supporters in the music business. I'm very, very happy with everybody. They've given me all kinds of support, and I am very appreciative of it. Thank you very much. And yeah, there's a lot to come, and I'll be doing another one of these sort of updates again, and be going a little bit more deeply into what to expect as we draw closer to the release date of the new album, Man of Science, Man of Dreams. Thank you very much.